I am a data scientist at a healthcare technology management startup, and my most of work is around data science and data engineering and analytics engineering. My focus is in data engineering, and that's where I'm looking my next role to be. And so, a little bit about let's start with my project. I started working on this. BetFlow is the name of my project, and I started working on this project like 3 months ago, and it's still in development. It's a huge project, and I'm gonna present something very interesting. It's a real-time sports betting analytics platform. Because everyone is interested in sports these days. It's the season. This winters are very specifically people go for watching sports, sit at home. Also at the same time you can make some money, bet on it. And let's start. So my platform, this platform based on solving complex decisions. While let's say there are like four major sports going on in North America. That is NBA, NFL, NHL, and college football. So these are the main where people try to focus and put their money if they want to. And it is very critical, but very difficult to keep the track of all of the sports and at the same time understand matrix, how to bet, understand the market. This platform solves a lot of it, and it is gonna be continuing to be solving more. So main focus of this platform is it uses real-time analytics, and apart from real-time analytics, it also integrates the historical like OLAP databases and everything. Now let me start with explanation for my real-time pipeline architecture. So in real-time pipeline architecture, I'm using my data comes from three sources mainly: ESPN API for games, Odds API for betting market, and Open Weather API for weather. I'm also using weather because weather also impacts sports. Let's say for NFL and college football, sometimes there's rains and snow, something like that. And I'll explain the pipeline in brief. So let's say for today there are like NBA 8 to 10 NBA games and 4 to 5 NHL games. For them, Kafka is the one doing the handling of processing real-time streams. Then those streams go to Spark streaming. It's not exactly real-time, but it's like micro batch, so almost a real-time. And then Druid is the one doing the sub-second latency real-time database handling part, and then from Druid it just goes to Grafana for visualization. Next, I'll explain batch pipeline. In batch pipeline, it is little dense because this is my personal project. I don't really have budget. So what I'm doing is I'm just backfilling from past 3 to 4 years of data for analysis. Then I use Airflow DAX and for processing glue jobs, and then later ultimately it goes for warehousing, where in Snowflake dbt handles all the heavy lifting of tables, staging, and then creating marts, and from there we can have a batch dashboard. So both the pipelines together gives us real-time dashboard and batch dashboard, which we can use to analyze the game in real time and at the same time get the historical market analysis and everything. And we can hope, I think, with all that analysis, we win some bucks. This is a little bit of sneak peek on how my DBT lineage looks like. It's way more complex. I would say 10 times more complex than that, but I just made it such that I can put it in a single slide. And that's one of the parent DAG that controls other DAGs, and the data transformation flow is controlled, and all the dependencies, quality checks, and business logic implementation. Both the things, DBT and Airflow together handles this. Now let me show you the interesting part. Dashboard, here it is. So this is the real-time dashboard for NBA. These are the games going on right now. It's updating in the real time in a 5-second latency. I could have lowered it to 1 second, but odds and games doesn't move that faster. So I am just keeping buffer of 5 seconds in refresh on the dashboard, but in backend it is updating in 2 to 3 minutes or up to 5 minutes. If you want to check if someone is NBA fan here, they definitely like want to put their money in the game where Lakers are playing. So you can see probability of Lakers from this one. It's you can use this dashboard. You can see how good Lakers are playing. This one is the thing. Yeah, here you can see Lakers as a away team has the chances of winning, I think 74%. And in the game as well, you can see Lakers are performing better. They are on 54. These are some nerdy stats of basketball, like 3-pointer, field goals, and everything. And these are odds are here. These are in decimal format, and these are the probability of winning. If you just saw it, it is updating in real time. Similarly, this is another dashboard for NHL, and yeah. So it's updating. Yeah. We can see 3 of the matches are started, and for the NHL, it goes very slow because NHL score. It's not easy to score in NHL. That's why they are not updating very fast. But yeah, this is as well in real time. Now next, let me show the batch dashboard. We have batch dashboard for marketing analytics, marketing and betting markets and analysis. This batch dashboard is very specific. So I have like around 15 to 20 marts that comes from like 30 to 40 models, and that heavy lineage, it took me a month to come up with that lineage, and then finally come up with this final marts. And very specifically, we can use these variables, this dashboard, to understand the bookmaker patterns. So one of like very famous bookmakers like BetMGM and BetFlow, there are many other bookmakers. We can select any of them. We can see how much vigorous they are, how much they are expecting you to put, like that. And we have like we can determine their moves. How sharp is it moving? Like we can see sometimes. Let's say someone favorite team is playing, Grizzlies are playing, or someone like Lakers is playing. Market moves fast. We can analyze this from here. Now, one thing I would like to highlight is like the because one thing I wanted to put emphasis was to use open source. And this project is open source as well, so I try to use as much as possible open source tools here. And you see, this is the instance, it is running on full capacity. So everything is infrastructured on a single instance. I infrastructured everything from scratch, taking from Airflow, Grafana, the Kafka, Druid, everything is running on single instance. I try to manage it such a way so that they run parallelly without crashing the instance. And I'm not gonna lie, I crashed the instance like 50 times, but yeah, but I'm still here, so yeah, it's working. And yeah. So some of the special highlights. One of them, as I said, I try to put everything. I try to use as much as open source possible, and do the local infrastructure. And apart from that, some things, if you observe, the project is like refresh rate is very low. That gives us the sub-second latency, so such that we can use this project for real-time betting. I can't because I'm on visa, so I would have made money by now. So, and this is a Lambda architecture, classic Lambda architecture, where real-time pipeline goes in one direction, and then there's batch pipeline flowing. And some of the analytical patterns that we use is slowly changing dimensions for like dates, venues keep changing, players keep changing, the leaders like quarterbacks and all those nerdy stats of football, they keep changing. So the OLAP part, historical part, keep tracks of everything. And this, if we take it into an account, and we can have a really good business impact out of this project. I'm looking forward to continuing this project, and I'm also open to contributions if someone would like to contribute to the project. And if you want to know more about me, link on the left, and if you want to know more about the BetFlow project, it's on the right. All right.